Hey everybody, this is the second half of that video. Well, not second half. It's going to be a short video, because I accidentally hit the wrong key and knocked us out of the video. So that video was short. This is episode... Let me go ahead and save it right now. This is episode 7. So sorry about that. That last one's only going to be about 10 minutes. That kind of torques me off, but what can you do? I hit the Windows key. And of course... Windows 8.1, Windows key directly takes you to the Windows menu, regardless of what program. Programs built before Windows 8 does not lock you from hitting that thing at all. There's a berserker out here. Yep, blah blah blah. But before we do that, we're going to go over here. There's lots of stuff to loot in this town that nobody seems to care that you get at. Take that mace. It's a mace of disruption. It's not that great. It's +5 against undead, +1 normally. And this is the Vault of Kelemvor, or temple. We're going to go here first. There's reasons for it, but there's a lot of storyline coming up here shortly, just to let you know. Where's this dude? Peace, stranger. Have you lost someone, perhaps? Or does a comrade require the rite of passing? Is this a temple? What god is worshipped here? I seek a priest of Kelemvor, god of the dead. You have found one. Speak freely, for we turn no one away, no matter what their faith. Indeed, faith in any god is all that matters to us. I met 2 half-celestials in town. They were seeking their sister, Kaelin the Dove. Has she been here at your temple? You see Kaelin? I did not realize any of the menagerie were here in Molcentir. I have not seen her. No, it has been some time since Kaelin graced Kelemvor's temples. I believe she found a new calling in Ilmater, the suffering god. Still, I think if Kaelin were here in Molcentir, word would spread quickly if she has invaded the eyes of the local people and her siblings. Perhaps she has slipped into another plane. Such a feat would not be unusual for Kaelin. Not so long ago, the menagerie wandered freely from one plane to the next, but their fellowship has been sundered of late, so I'm told. I discovered an ancient book in a barrow north of here. It speaks of something called the Betrayer's Crusade. That is a tale that has often been twisted to suit the needs of the tellers, and its tellers have been many. My telling would be poor by comparison, for the story is not much loved by my faith. Will you at least tell me what you know, at least? This temple has served 3 gods of the dead. In the days of miracle, the first of these gods, a priest called Acolyte, presided here. Acolyte turned against his god, and he marched an army to the gates of the City of Judgment. Such a thing should have been impossible, yet it was done. In the realm of the dead, Acolyte the Betrayer sought to bring down the wall of the faithless, to tear it up from its roots, and set all the trapped souls free. Did Acolyte succeed? No, mercifully he did not. The wall still stands now as it did then. Why would Acolyte try to bring down the wall? Some of my brethren insist it was vengeance or spite, that Miracle had slighted his priest, who had given his life to his god, and had never questioned him, and now felt betrayed. I think that is too simple a reason for so monumental of a crime, but in truth no one knows. You say it's mercy that Acolyte failed. Why? Because the planes are founded upon an order, a covenant between gods and mortals. The wall is a symbol of that covenant, and to tear it down, such an act would crack the foundations of the planes. It would be as if the sun failed to rise in the morn, or the seas fell upward. Which is kind of true, kind of not. I mean, after the time of Troubles, which is a whole period where the gods were mortal and walking Faerun, they were put back to goddom by the All-Father who punished them, and said, your power comes from faith, and you need to pay attention to your mortals. See, the problem is the All-Father got really pissy, because the gods kept, why am I negative? The gods kept ignoring the mortals, so to punish them, he kicked them down. What happened to the Betrayer himself? Miracle was a jealous, vengeful god. He did not reveal what punishments were bestowed upon the Betrayer, but I am certain they are worthy of his crime. The book mentioned of a scroll called the Lamentations of the Dead. It said the scroll might be found in the vault. It is said that there was such a vault, a place where such things were hidden. Not here, though. Not in the House of Kelemvor. Remember, the Molcentir is a city of shadows and masks. I would look behind those masks and shine some light into the shadows if I was seeking a secret place. The wall is talking more about Kelemvor's face. Let's see. Believe that death is not to be feared. It is comfort, an end of suffering, a new beginning. We are guides, comforting the dying and shepherding them to the final judgment. Many choose to spend their final days here, and we serve them all. What of Kelemvor himself? He is a new god, is he not? I follow this guy. He is a new face, yes, but death has warned many. Before Kelemvor there was Sirik, and before him was Merkel, and others before that. Kelemvor is fair and welcoming to all. Merkel was vengeful, and he wished his priest to be feared. Each face is a little different, but death is always the same. So it's with many things, love, betrayal, hunger. Many faces with the same essence. You know what, we're done. Of course, in Kelemvor's house I'm happy. Oh, no. Farewell. That's enough. There's an Acolyte over here. Peace, stranger. Is there something you need from me? What do you do here? I'm an Acolyte of Kelemvor, but I've only recently arrived. My family sent me to join the faith. Things are still new to me, and somewhat disappointing. Disappointing in what way? I had thought the study of necromancy was permitted, even encouraged, yet it seems that Kelemvor now views necromancy as an abomination. The previous gods of the dead had no such restrictions, and I had thought that Kelemvor would, well, retain the viewpoint of his predecessors. Why do you want to study necromancy? Our lives are so short, our bodies so frail, and yet there is so much out there to learn, to experience. Is it so wrong to try to extend our lives even for a little while? The first one. Kelemvor teaches us that death is a orderly, natural part of life. It's a new beginning, not an end. Tampering with this order has its consequences, even if we mortals aren't aware of them. I didn't think of that way. Shouldn't I had already known that? It makes me wonder if I truly belong here. You're only an Acolyte, and it's years of teaching. It takes years of understand Kelemvor's teachings. I understand, thank you. It's a quick way to finish that quest. Basically, he'll ask you to go necromantic, scrolls for him, which you'll find. I'm stealing all these guys' stuff. I need the monies more than they're dead. And some more money stuff. Some more money stuff. You guys are dead. You don't need this. Ooh, and the heals. I love those heals. And that's locked. I really wish I was a rogue sometimes. Or had a rogue. I might actually do that once I hit level 20. Just pick up 10 levels of rogue, but it'd be kind of worthless. Maybe fighter. Fighter gives a lot of extra feats. Maybe I'll do fighter. And bonuses to attacks. So. Okay, let's keep going. Since we basically started this episode over, well, we didn't start it over. I just hit the wrong damn key. I was going for the Z key, like I'm doing right now. Here's the prison, where we can get people. Unidentified restoration scroll, which she can't use. So we're going to go and do this. There are graves there. I'm going to go take them. I am a grave robber. I'm lawful good, but I'll take the graves, I guess. As you have disturbed the spirits, you also disturb me. For what reason are you here? Shiva Whitefeather told me I could find help against the spirit army. Help? From this lot? Trust in their help, and you'll find yourself alone when the trouble comes. But if you wish to persist in this foolishness, you may speak with the prisoners. Be warned, 2 you need not fear, but as for the 3rd, guard your thoughts. Gee, I wonder which one we're going to end up taking. You want something from me? I'm looking for help to fight an army of spirits. No hand will I raise against the spirits. Their reach and their memories are long. Not if we destroy them all. I haven't seen anyone like you before. What are you? He's a hag spawn. Mother was a hag, father was some unlucky fellow. Quiet, small one. I can speak my own words. He does speak true. Because of my heritage, I am a outcast. Is that why you're in here? No. There were 3 who taunted me into a rage. My blade was first to leave its sheath, and so here I wait. Wait for what? His hanging, what else? Or they might toss him off the cliff. I'm not quite really sure how it all works. Enough, small one. Do not speak my words for me. I am trapped in this existence as an outcast, through no fault of my own. I gladly accept my fate, since it will bring me the peace which has eluded me. Go now. I wish not to speak to you any longer. Well, can't get him. Weird, right? Okay, who's next? There's a little halfling here. If you're going to ask me what you asked Groznik, I've got the same answer. No. What crime did you commit? There was a misunderstanding about the ownership of some coins I found while visiting the local bazaar. Naturally, the witches took the word of the locals over my own. I don't suppose these coins were found someone else's pouch when you found them, were they? Hey, I'm just a traveler from Lurin. I didn't even get a chance to learn what the local customs were before misunderstanding occurred. Look, you made your offer, I turned you down, and that's that. We've got nothing else to talk about. And, of course, this guy in the room.
Ah, more jailers come to rattle my cage. Here I was, settling into a relaxing dream. Now you've gone and spoiled it.
I'm not your jailer, but I might be your benefactor.
I think you will find anyone who considers themselves
a
benefactor to be another sort of jailer. Whatever you have to offer, go offer your benedictions upon another.
What crime have you been jailed for?
Seeking soldiers, are you? You have come to the wrong cell.
Oh, I hit the wrong one.
I am neither foolhardy nor desperate enough to fight barbarians or Thayans. Go find a poorhouse and scatter a few coppers. That might yield better results.
Oops, I hit the wrong one. Don't you want out of prison? Your freedom? I need help in fighting a spirit army that gathers outside of Mulsant here.
The army of spirits is at the gates? So, they have arrived. I was wondering when that might take place in the real world.
You knew this was going to happen?
Now. Knowing and telling are two different beasts. And the bear god, he is a third. If I may say, you are rather brave to marshal an army to meet them. That's no ordinary band of spirits out there. That's a hornet's nest of beasts. They're screaming for blood so loudly, I can hear them in my dreams. And I am suddenly struck with the suspicion that the blood they seek is yours.
Yeah.
Grave robber, are you? Tisk tisk. One should leave barrows of the ancient bear god alone, lest he come for you in his garishly colored furry rage. So, entertain me, brave one. Why would one such as I follow you into such a hopeless battle?
Seems to me that besting the bear god of old might earn you enough clout in the spirit world for centuries to come.
Currency matters little when one is not alive to hold it, I think. But try another track. This is amusing.
Why not come with me? It'll be more exciting than prison.
Oh, indeed. And how is it you can promise such things?
I promise nothing. I offer you a chance, nothing more.
An excellent rebuttal. I think this bodes well for our travels.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
Very well. You have a willing soldier at your side. Shall we be off? And please, let us visit the witch warden on the way out, so I can pay my respects to her gentle, loving soul.
You could have gotten to with being evil or something like that here. To influence bust, but I really don't care about him. Ah, at last my eyes fall upon your beauty, my matron of the cell. This one is cursed for taking you, spawn of hags, and I shall be glad to be rid of you. Nothing but trouble for me, for the city you are. Shall you be glad to be rid of me, beautiful matron? Do not think I did not see the longing eyes you cast at me as you drew your ruined circles on the floor of my cell. What lies are these? Eyes of shame are the only eyes I have for you. Shame! Now, there is no need to mask the feelings I stir in you, and your age but makes you seem wrinkled like a prune fruit. I see what dances in your thoughts, as you dream the slow hours of the day here away in the prison. In the golden woods of Yearling, you once sang for an hour a hymn to the sun, and dreamed that it was a shield carried by a warrior who watched over you. And such passion in that song, why, it gives you strength even now. You are a dangerous creature, Dreamwalker. The tales of all you speak such, and many are those you wound with your arrow flight of words and humor. Do not think us deaf to those who suffer because of your careless footsteps in their thoughts and dreams. Get hence from my thoughts, I warn you. Is what she said true? Yes, she speaks truly. I am that which all farmers with ripe daughters fear, the masked brigand who dances in the fires of their sweet children's minds, and leaves footprints that no wind or time can erase. Ugh, bleh. And, old mother, do not think your mind has not laid down paths for me to stroll. Such thoughts in a woman your age, it would put even a farmer's fiery-loined daughters to shame. You're a thief, a twister of words. Go meet the spirit army, then, but you will not have my blessing upon you now, nor ever. Blah, 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 blah. I only pick him up because it makes the game a lot easier. For now. I am going to kick him out the door the moment I can, because there's more companions than him. Alright. Let's go Grave Robin. Grave Robin, Grave Robin. You guys gonna come over here? Come here. Take the shield and kill this guy. It's just, it's an angry Kelemvor. Kelemvors are spirits. Oh yeah, the shaman. I love how this combat just wants one. The shaman, he's a spirit shaman, so he's like a sorcerer. For druids. I love how we're just beating up spirits in town. This commoner's, it's fine. It's not bugging me. I'm okay. Wow. And this one too. Oh, it happens all the time in this town. Water elementals, flying swords, electricities. That electricity attack is so damn noisy. So we got a shield, a heavy shield +3, not really worth anything. Scale mail +4, not really worth anything. Let's go ahead and go up here, guys. And let's go into here. Hey, look, a portal. That's another way in. It's kind of cool how they disappear and come in. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna search the rest of... No! Why do you like to open and close doors, Tyrolan? You jerk. Here's one. Take those boots. Unidentified boots of hardiness. And constitution bonus, just kind of like my boots of the sun soul, or kind of like hers. Here you go, have some boots. They're probably better than the ones you're using. Yep, striding. They're pieces of crap. And the parrot of wisdom is pretty good. Cloak of protection is pretty good. Archery, you're not even wielding your bow. He gets some stuff that's pretty good. Decent. Ring of Power is pretty good. It gives you +1 regeneration, freedom of movement, things like that.
Step with me. Come on.
Really, really good stuff. There's nothing else really else out here. There's a berserker just standing, watching vigil. And spells are wearing off. There are some statues. This statue depicts the goddess Mistra, called Mistress of Magic and Mother of Mysteries. Mistra is believed to be the embodiment of the weave of magic that envelops the world. The statue represents the Earth Mother Shantae, also known as the Grain Goddess and the Great Mother. Shantae is the goddess of agriculture and summer. Some of her worshippers claim that Shantae is the creator of all mortal races. Statue of Meliki. The statue bears the graceful visage of the goddess Meliki, known as Our Lady of the Forest. Meliki is the patron goddess of druids, rangers, and dryads. Let's talk to Shiva. The bear god still roars for your blood, foreigner. Why do you stand on our sacred ground? Tell me about Shadow Mulcentir. Where did you hear that? Have you been listening to the rumors of the foreigners? Ephraim and Susa think that their sister went there. Indeed. I suppose there is little point in keeping this secret from you, as we have kept it from most of Mulcentir. I will mark locations on your map. Go there at night in the stone you were given by Magda. I ask you, do not speak of this to others. Residents of Mulcentir live with enough fear lately. I do not want to give solidity to what is for now just a rumor. What do you know about the bear god Oku? No, lore. This is your temple, and those statues, the goddesses Shantae, Meliki, and Mistra? So, you know of them. Kaz and Mika thinks you a mere barbarian, but I am beginning to believe you are something more. My people know those goddesses by different names, foreigner, different masks. Take Shantae, for example. Here she is called Bella. That was also her name in the ancient days when she roamed wild across the world, and that is the name of the mask that we revere. So the gods have different masks in this land, different personalities. A person or a god becomes the mask he wears, but he cannot truly escape what lies beneath. In the end, there must be a reckoning between them. One must overcome the other. All things arise from such struggles between identities, in the world without and in our tiny worlds within. What do you know about the bear god Oku? He's an old god, last of the great beast lords, whose forefathers spoke the words of men, and ran free with Bala's pact. Beyond that, I know little. Is there anything else you know? It might help me to resolve the situation without damaging the spirits of the land. Hey, I won it! I have told you what I know of the bear god, foreigner. Spirits whisper rumors amongst themselves, and I have heard those whispers on the breeze. Some of them say that the bear god struck a bargain with the Eater of Souls, that he swore an oath, and this oath cost him and his people dearly. But the whispers of the spirits are never to be simply believed. They are echoes of truths, reflections of things seen through the mists. Great. Does this temple sell goods or supplies? Yes, Katya is responsible for bartering coin. Alright, folks, we're out of time for this one, so I'm going to go ahead and save here. This is episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this one's episode 7. The last one was episode. I'll just make this 7A because I don't want to corrupt the game. Alright, thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.